So I have a conundrum. I told my friend it was at 9:30 because I don't even pay attention to my own uh, schedule. I don't know why I create a schedule if I don't even pay attention to it. So uh, I said 9:30. Technically, it's 9:45. Craig, you're on. Woo! Woo! So we're gonna get this party started a little early, but I think it's just Craig. I mean, well, not just Craig. It's Craig's here. Woo! East Coast. East Coast, West Coast, high five. All right, so hello. I hope you're doing well, Craig. Hope you're having a good lunchtime break. Um, we're just going to go through a series of poses and moves, and we're going to take our time, see how things feel. This is sort of like a workout for me. I am decent with my headstands. I'm not very good with my handstands. So this is going to be just working it out, and we'll work on this together. Won't that be fun? Yeah. All right, so I've got a little playlist. So handstand 520. I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a few poses. I'm going to set them for like 45 seconds. And we'll take some break in between, okay? But we're basically just going to work on a few. What am I trying to say? I don't even know, Craig. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so we're going to work on our core first, and then we're going to start doing different headstand variations. We're going to start with headstand variations. You see how things are going, and we'll work on some stuff. See if we get more into the handstand thing. Okay. So let's start with just a forearm plank. All right. So we're gonna hold it for 45 seconds, starting in 2, 1. So remember in your forearm plank that your elbows and your shoulders are in line, driving your heels back towards the back of the, or toward, behind you, that way, not that way. Okay. You want to be pushing up through your shoulders, head neutral spine. You're just going to hold out. Got 20 more seconds. Going back to Cali. Oh, yeah. For me, I'm just going to Cali because I moved here. North Carolina. Hi, Craig. Ironically, Craig used to live in California, and now is in North Carolina. Swapsies. All right, take a break. All right, so next we're going to work on a pose that's not my favorite, but we're going to do dolphin pose. We're basically going to we're going to start in our forearm plank and just walk our feet in. So we'll see how well I do. How about you? Here we go. Oh, oh. So the problem I have here is that I can't get my heels down. More of a downward dog on forearms, dolphin, whatever. I am not a yoga instructor. 20 more seconds. I'm gonna try to drive those heels down, stay on my forearms, keep my head neutral spine. Ooh. Hope this is going better for you than for me. 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we are going to just, we're going to do leg lifts. Okay, so we're going to be lying down. And what we're going to do is we're going to do slow raises. And then you're going to see if you can get them overhead. Okay? So if you can't go that far, just go as far as you can go. But the idea is that we're going to slowly lift. Okay? So you're going to lift to 90 degrees. And then you're going to roll your spine, keeping your hands behind you, and try to roll back. And then one vertebrae at a time, roll your spine back, and then roll your feet down. Well, not roll your feet down, but lower your legs, all right? So let's do 5 of those, okay? So you ready? All right, hands at your sides, engage your core, breathe in. Exhale to lift up to 90 degrees. Inhale. See if you can roll over your head. Oh, that feels good on my spine. Oh, got my toes touching. Inhale. Exhale. Bring up to 90 degrees. Inhale. Exhale. Come back down. All right, we're going to do that 4 more times. And we're going to time our breath. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time, all right? Really think about slow, controlled movements throughout the whole thing. Notice when I'm coming back from overhead to 90 degrees, I'm taking it really slowly. Try to do the same. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. Inhale. Exhale. Slow, 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 slow. Inhale. Exhale. All right. How'd that feel? Whew, my spine, my spine. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to hold a boat pose after those leg lifts, okay? So we're going to just do that for 45 seconds. So we're going to get our, you're going to sit down, lean back, legs straight out if you can get it, all right? So level 1, level 2. It's 3, 2, 1, here we go. Shoulders down and back, lifting your head up through your crown. See what you wrote in a minute. Oh, actually in 25 seconds, not a whole minute. Got a nice hair on my foot. I know it's mine. No one else lives here except for my husband. His hair's getting longer, but not that long yet. Okay, did you go get a haircut? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Anyone who gets a haircut is cheating. Oh, yeah. Whew. It's tough, but they're good. They'll get you ready for your handstands or headstands. I can't keep them straight. All right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with headstands against the wall. Okay? So basically it's just making, lining up to get support. Now there are 2 ways that you can do your headstands. Anytime I say handstands right now, just assume I mean headstands because that's what we're talking about. Okay, so you have 2 options. You have, they call it the tripod move, okay? which is where your hands are out. And then you have like more of the yoga move where your hands are not clasped behind your head, but basically you're more tucked in, okay? So some people consider this more stable. Your total space of support is wider, but this one you have more, surface area and contact with the ground. So I am going to try with my hands like this today. And just remember that when you're doing handstands, you want most of your weight to be in your arms or forearms or hands as opposed to your head because, as I know from experience, it's a lot of pressure and it hurts. So if your head's hurting a lot, you want to try to shift your weight so that it is more in your arms or hands. What you got, Craig? No haircut yet? Good job. You and John can vie for shaggiest hair. All right, so we're just going to try for 45 seconds, okay? And let's see how it goes. So I'm going to do a 10-second thing for us to get into position. So you got 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. And you can be against the wall if you need it for support. But remember, most of your weight is going to be in your hands. So if there's too much pressure on your head, you want to shift your weight. So you can use that wall for support if you need it. If you don't need it, come out. Come off of it. Get up off of that thing. Three, 2, 1. Slowly come down. Good job. How do you feel? Whew. Did you use the wall? Were you not using the wall? How'd it go, Craig? Tell me all about it. We'll take a break because we've got some time. How'd that go for you, Craig? Thumbs up? All right. So you want to try that one more time? All right. So some of this stuff that we're going to try might be a little new for me too. So we're going to try it together because this is, oh, I haven't fall. No wall. All right. So let's do it one more time. And basically we will get into position again. So what I want you to do is see how slowly you can get up. So for some people, you may want to have your hands out and prop your knees up. And this may be where you are today, okay? So again, I want the weight mostly in my hands, and then I can do one leg up. If you need that wall for support, go for it. If you don't, it's awesome. Now when we come back down, what I want you to do is very slowly, see how slowly you can come back down. So maybe you bend one knee and then the next, or maybe you bring both knees down together, but I want you to come down slowly. All right, so slow, bend the knees. I'm going to have them touch, and then come back down. So what's going on when I'm bringing my legs back down? When I'm doing this, I can feel my butt sort of shift backwards for a more slow and controlled movement. So if I'm like this, when I come back, see how my butt sort of shifting back to counterbalance? That's what I notice. Any comments? How'd that go for you? 2 rounds, 2 rounds. Looking good? All right. So now what I want to do is we're going to go back into our headstand, okay? Now, if you have the handstand, if you have the headstand, then we're going to do we're going to cycle our legs up and down. If you don't have your headstand yet, just continue to work on the various stages of going into your headstand. Okay, so maybe it's against the wall, maybe it's not against the wall. Maybe you just want to slowly focus on getting one leg up. Maybe you want to focus on getting, into that crouch pose where your knees are tucked in, and maybe just initiating that sequence as you raise up. But if you have your headstand, we're going to go and we're going to cycle our legs up and down and alternating. Okay, so. Here we go, we're going to get into position in 15 seconds. I'm going to go into a narrow handstand. So I'm going to start with my knees up in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to extend one leg and then alternate. So you have an option here, you can do alternating, or you can do reciprocating. So one goes down, one comes up. And the wall behind you is good in case you start to lose your balance and fall backwards. 2, 1, bring them down, and come out. Whew. How's that? Is that good? All right. Okay, so now what I want us to do, so I want to work on going into straight leg headstands, okay? How you doing, Craig? Still on no wall. You gotta grab a drink of water. All right, so what is this gonna look like? Again, use the wall if you need it. And if you're still working on the other stuff, work on the other stuff. So we're just going to, if you want, you can just lift one leg, alternate, and see how your balance changes. So if you're not at your headstand yet, you can do this. If you're at your headstand, I want you to raise one leg and see if you can raise another leg. So instead of bent knees, you're going to have straight legs. And you're going to come down and down, okay? So we're going to alternate through that. And yeah, let's give it a shot, all right? Starting in 9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to pike. Bring one leg up, other leg up, one leg down, other leg down. Start the next leg. Up, up, down, down. Pay attention to how your weight shifts, especially as you start to initiate. So I feel my legs scissor a little bit as I bring that first leg down. So one leg goes back, one comes up. 2, 1. Ooh. How's that? Ooh. Stuck something in my neck. How you doing, Craig? How's it going? You enjoying this? Are you getting the pike? All right. So again, I'm trying to progress. So I'm trying to have this build into progressions that, or what I think are natural progressions. If something feels out of order, or if you'd rather stay back at a certain level, so stay back at whatever level you're at. And you can do this workout again in the future and see if you can progress as well, okay? So what I'm going to do next is we're going to pike both legs, okay? So, oh, did you write something? Yeah, so what I want you to focus on, Craig, is since you don't have the flexibility, you know, pointing your toe, you don't have to worry about flexing your foot. This isn't like some sort of crazy hamstring stretch. Just see if you can do it with long, you know, straighter legs. And obviously, as your one leg gets towards the top, the other one's going to start to come up as well. I mean, I don't have my splits either, so I can show it from the side so see how that goes. So let's take a look. What does that look like from the side when Megan does it, who is not super flexible in her splits? So if I'm coming up, okay, so I don't know, I mean, my leg is out front. And it's coming up. So just try to see how straight you can keep your leg. Okay? It's not going to be perfect, but I want you to emphasize something different from just having a bent knee. Okay, Craig, does that make sense? All right, so now the challenge. We're going to try to pike up both legs straight. Okay? If you're not there yet, you can stick with one leg up at a time. You can stick with both knees up at a time. Whatever you want to do, okay? Whatever is comfortable for you. All right. We're going to start in 10 seconds. So I'm going to go to the side and hopefully not kill myself. All right. I'm going to be in a pike. 2, 1. Here we go. I would look at myself. I'm hoping that I'm straight. Now I'm going to pike. So notice how my butt goes back as I come down in my pike. Yeah, touch. Woo! If you're not feeling comfortable, do this against a wall. I don't want you falling over backwards. I am not responsible. 2, 1. Oh. That is not trivial, friends. Whew. So, where are you in your headstands right now? Craig, what have you been working on these last few minutes? Did you try the pikes? Or do the single leg, or or my lovely headband for the headstand? So Craig, tell me what you're working on. Yeah. Yeah, this is not easy stuff. And I feel like that was a magic trick. Like I took off my headphones. Yeah, the pikes are hard. So feel free to just stay with the bent leg if you want to, okay? But I'm glad you tried them. Trying is the first step. All right, so now what I want to do is just do a few more things because we're getting at like 25 minutes, okay? So first I want to go into crow pose. First I want to get some water. So I do 45 seconds of crow pose. So again, you're going to have bent knees. I'm going to rest my knees on my elbows, which are going to be slightly bent. And then I'm just going to lift my feet off the ground. Now, if you're not able to hold the pose, just practice rocking back and forth, okay? And see if you can hold your pose for like maybe a second, maybe more. All right, Craig, I'll see you later. Yeah, they're supposed to be at 12:45, my bad. Okay, so we're going to work on crow pose, and we're going to just do 45 seconds. Bye, Craig, thank you. Here we go. So if you're new, just try rocking back and forth on your feet, okay? And see if you can hold it a little bit. Maybe just hold it for like a second, and then you rock back out of it. The idea is that as you're rocking, you're feeling your weight shift, and you're getting used to shifting it forward, okay? So if you get more comfortable, try to actually do the crow pose. Let's go for 13 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. That's pretty rough on the wrists. So if this is too much for you, you can just go back to your headstand practice. But we're going to try one more time of crow pose. Here we go. So again, feel free to rock it out. Feel the like sort of ledge that you make for yourself, using your elbows and sort of hooking your knees into it. And then if you get into it, you're going to feel yourself lean forward, and there should be a moment where you just sort of feel everything lock. And if not, just keep trying it. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to face the wall. So this is sort of like donkey kicks. And if you did any of the core and stability moves with me, we did this before there. So what we're going to do is you're just going to kick up like you're in a donkey kick. Okay? So you can either keep your legs straight, or you can kick your heels up like a donkey kick. And it's going to be the same principle. You're basically going to see, can I hold that pose a little longer? So like in crow, okay? So we're going to start in 15 seconds. So again, it's going to look like this, or it's going to look like this. So don't kick yourself so hard that you go over, but just see if you can hold it for a second or two at the top. All right, here we go. Feel your weight shift. I'm going to do it against the wall just in case I kick myself too hard. Gives me a little more confidence. Remember, this is supposed to be fun, so just play with it and see where you are. So it's sort of exploratory, and then we're trying to find our personal balance points, okay? We'll try that one more time, and let's see, how much time we got left? We'll try it one more time, then we'll call it a day. And we'll try it again in the future, try to build up. So if you want to go to a full handstand against the wall, go for it. And just see what it feels like to hold yourself against the wall, okay? So if your feet hit the wall, bring them forward. Just do little love taps. So as I'm pushing through, keeping my core engaged, squeezing my rib cage together, pushing up through my hands into my shoulders, okay? Looking straight ahead. Call it those cues one more time, okay? Let's try it one more time. Here we go. Keep your hands close together for this. They're not out wide. Bring my rib cage together. Squeeze the core, brace through the legs. Look straight ahead. And try one more time. However you want to get up, maybe kick one leg. Don't have too much momentum because then you will come back down. All right. So like I said, this is practice for me as well. So some of this is just sort of pieced together from different things I've read about that I wanted to try or I have been working on. So anyway, this is all a process. So I've been working on this for a long time, which is why my headstands are much better than where they are. But practice makes perfect. So we'll keep practicing together. We'll try this again some other time and hope to see you. Sorry, Craig had to leave because that was my bad. But anyway, have a wonderful day and hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.